Welcome back to the Navy Sports Magazine. We're presented by the Navy Federal Credit Union. Navy baseball starts the Patriot League tournament this coming weekend. Crusaders of Holy Cross come barreling down I-95. And part of that Navy rotation, hoping to stop them this weekend, is Brady Bendik. And Brady, I want to backtrack, though, to Sunday. What did it mean to shove against the hometown team for 3 innings? Not only did you shove, but 7 strikeouts in 3 innings on Sunday. Had to feel a little special, didn't it?
Yeah, it was a cool experience. I remember breaking out the schedule in the beginning of the year, seeing that game. I was like, man, that's gonna be a cool experience. It was a cool experience. I knew a couple of those guys on the team. A couple of those guys I actually played high school ball with. They weren't on the travel list, but it was just a cool experience overall. You know, growing up watching some Penn State baseball games and just being around the baseball games there, and to finally play against my hometown team it was pretty cool. So it was awesome.
I was going to say, I mean, look, let's face it, that's a small town, but Penn State is gigantic throughout that state. It's impossible not to see it, grow up around it. I mean, obviously your family lineage is here with the Naval Academy, but being there, how much, have you all adopted Penn State as well from a fan standpoint?
Incredibly. We've went to a lot of football games, a lot of whiteout games actually, and we've done some tailgating as well. It's those games are just incredible. The atmosphere there is just nothing like it. And then my girlfriend actually goes to Penn State as well, so I've become a little bit of Nittany Lions still in me. She's a sophomore going into her junior year at Penn State, and it's just awesome. I really like Penn State. It's a cool place.
No doubt about it. Let's talk about what's transpired for you this year. Clearly, opportunity knocks. Whenever there's a new head coach, there's new opportunity for everybody on the roster. And as you have performed throughout this season, what has allowed you to find, obviously, more successes than failures during the course of this 2024 season?
Yeah, I mean, with the ebbs and flows of the season, it's going to happen with every team. And I think with a coach like Coach Rostano, Coach Kane, Coach Pavs, like everyone on the team, Coach Riley, they make everything a lot easier on the players, and they allow us to have different opportunities. And when you have guys like Eddie Diaz, Logan Keller, Zane Raba, like really anyone in the infield, when you have those guys behind you pitching, especially as a pitcher, it makes it a lot easier. And so I've really been blessed and fortunate enough to have those guys behind me, and it's been nothing but a great experience, and I've learned a lot from a pitching perspective, from some of the senior guys like Matthew Shira, Nolan Jorgensen, and just really soaking in all the information I can from my coaches and players, and yeah.
Those guys you mentioned, especially, older guys on this team, they're entrusted to lead. But as a newcomer coming into that, how that trust factor, them trusting you, you trusting them, do we underrate that process and maybe how long it takes as a group to blend together, especially when you're a new piece to the puzzle?
Oh, totally. You got different personalities on the team. Um, you know, different things people like to do, but with this team especially, it's been very easy for us all to get along, and that was something immediately that I noticed, was that the team was just awesome. Like, all the guys get along very well, and coming in, you kind of get like you get a little scared at first, obviously being a plebe, with all the rigorous rules you got to follow here, but coming out to the baseball field was just like a big relaxing. It was very relaxing, and especially over plebe summer, just you got to follow all these rules, and then coming out to the baseball field, some of the TADs. I remember Nate Mitchell was out there, and I don't know, just it was just great to talk to those guys, and just kind of creating a good culture on the team, and yeah, it was just great coming in, especially as a plebe. With some of the guys I already knew from prep school, Jack Hill and Timmy Virtudes, and just yeah. Sorry, I don't know, just like
But how much? And look, I mean, your dad and brother went here,
yeah,
so having that file to, turn back to if necessary, how valuable is that?
Totally. I've learned a lot from my dad and brother. Obviously, they went here and they have plenty of stories themselves. And, coming here, it's hard, but, just hearing the stories they have and all the valuable information they shared with me has allowed me to reach some of the goals that I've been wanting to have academically and physically. And, every time, anytime I'm struggling, whether that be mentally with, academics or just like mindset with just baseball in general, like they're always there to support me. And I value that a lot.
From a pitching standpoint, the biggest thing, one, is staying healthy. But two, this is a tough league. I mean, the Patriot League is especially, these teams are battle tested that are in the playoffs. I mean, they're on this marquee a lot. There's a reason for that. As you get set to see Holy Cross again, are there many changes that you all make, subtle changes or really no changes going into this? And it's just a matter of executing pitches at the right time and trying to help your team advance and just get through inning by inning here.
Totally. Taking it inning by inning, pitch by pitch, and just focusing back on your training. Coach harps on it all the time, like I've said, is, working fast, projecting confidence, and executing pitches. And with that, you see a lot of success. And like I said in the past, like that's what I focus on every time I step on the mound is those three basic things. And with that comes, success sometimes. And sometimes you fail, but with those failures, you bounce back and get them again. So, yeah.
I mean, what do you like about this team heading into the postseason? Obviously Sunday gives you a chance, especially in the lineup with that kind of offensive outburst, to get some momentum going. But what's the key for this group? What makes Navy baseball what it is, and what do you have to do this weekend to get another opportunity the following weekend?
Just battling. No matter what situation we're in, whether we're losing or we're up by a good amount, just staying focused on the task and focused on winning ball games. And like I said, just being present and just staying engaged the whole entire time.
I was going to say, you mentioned a big word there, present in the moment. From an athlete standpoint, is that really the biggest key, being present in that moment and not worrying about, the next inning or the next game and things of that nature?
Totally. Especially in baseball. I mean, baseball is a big mentally impacting sport. And I found that just staying present in the moment and not worrying about, what had happened in the previous inning or what's to come in the later innings, just staying focused, executing pitches, and just going out and battling. Yeah.
Awesome stuff, big fella. Appreciate you taking the time for us. Best of luck this weekend against Holy Cross.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.